Muffed is on a season that didn't click. Let's talk about why. Muffed! Marvin Harrison Jr. finished his second NFL season as the number 50 wide receiver in total PPR scoring and the number 39 wide receiver in PPR per game. That's not the sophomore elite dynasty leagues paid for. 12 games, 41 catches, 608 yards, 4 touchdowns, and a cascade of injuries that muffed the year. A concussion, an appendectomy that cost him 10 pounds, a heel issue, and finally a foot injury that landed him on injured reserve. The depth chart shifted underneath him too. When Kyler Murray went down and Jacoby Brissett took over, Trey McBride and Michael Wilson became the engine of this passing game, and Harrison slid into a de facto number 2 role on his own team. The talent flashed. The season was survival mode dressed up as a breakout. Now let's dig into the numbers because they explain the fantasy finish almost perfectly. Harrison averaged 10.7 PPR points per game on an 18% target share, respectable workload, but a number 2 receiver's workload, not a number 1's. The downfield usage was real, a 33% share of his team's air yards and a 38.6% share of intended air yards, both genuine alpha level marks, and his total receiving expected points added came in at plus 31.1. When he was on the field, he was a net positive. The efficiency under the hood was fine, 2.5 yards of separation, a receiver air conversion ratio of 0.67, yards after catch above expectation of plus 0.9. Route running and catch point weren't the problem. Volume and consistency were. Across 12 games, Harrison cracked 18 PPR points just 3 times, posted single digits in 6, and laid a goose egg in his final appearance against the Bengals before the foot injury ended things. That's a boomer bust profile sitting on a number 2 receiver's target share, brutal for weekly fantasy. The play that captures the whole year came in week 4 against the Seahawks. Fourth quarter down 20-6, 2nd and 16 from the Seattle 16. Murray drops back and hits Harrison on a 16-yard touchdown in the back of the end zone worth plus 3.2 in expected points. What makes it the defining moment isn't the score, it's that earlier in the same game, Harrison had a deep ball intercepted that cost his team more than 5 expected points. One play, he's the rookie of the year talent everyone drafted, the next he's a turnover liability. That was Harrison's 2025 in miniature. The ceiling still lives in the air yards profile and the touchdown radius, but the floor caved in too often. For the fantasy finish to land anywhere close to the price tag, muffed! Harrison finished as the number 50 wide receiver in total PPR and the number 39 in per game scoring. A lost sophomore year defined by injuries and a slide into a number 2 role behind Trey McBride and Michael Wilson in his own offense. The biggest red flag in the data, despite a 33% air yards share, he turned 73 targets into just 41 catches and 4 touchdowns with only 119 total yards after the catch across 12 games. The efficiency on that volume just wasn't there. That's Marvin Harrison's 2025. One quick note, if you want this same treatment for every player on your fantasy roster every week, head to muff.ai and we'll build you a custom weekly show. That's the wrap.